Good morning and welcome to Let's Do Yoga with Joanne. I'm Joanne. Um, Today we'll be doing an overall flow and exercise stretch. So kind of from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, cover a little bit of everything. I'm sitting more forward in my chair because I'm going to need that when we do our breathing exercises. But just before we get to that, a reminder that if you ever find yourself in a pose that is causing pain of any kind, then back out of that pose and join us in the next one, or go back to the spot in that pose that didn't cause pain. We all have arthritic aches, but I'm talking about going beyond that ache. You don't want to go beyond that ache. So we had been looking at the 12 things to remember, and we've made it to 12. Sadly, I don't think I can remember all 11 of the others, but I have a sheet, so good enough. I can look it up, but I bet you'd have a hard time recalling any of the others. Number 12 is things always get better with time. And I think we see that when we're recouping from a surgery or an illness, or when someone really close to you passes away and the pain is so extreme. The grief is so extreme, and yet over time it becomes more bearable. So number 12, things always get better with time. Let's begin with Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is that restricted breathing. So when you inhale, you're working harder, and when you exhale, you're working harder. And it actually sounds a bit like that Darth Vader breath. We're going to attach the Ujjayi breath with actual movements. So inhale and then exhale to the right. It'll look like to the left. Inhale up. Really trying to restrict that breath. Exhale left. So you might have to play with it until you get it just right. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale, hands behind you. Inhale, lift those hands up. Exhale forward, grabbing a beach ball. Inhale, seated straight. Exhale, we'll do it one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale, turning right. Inhale up. Exhale, turning left. Inhale up. Exhale, arms clasped behind you. Inhale those arms up. And exhale, grabbing that beach ball. Inhale, seated. And we'll get up. So I'm going to begin with my chair on this side, so that most of the flow I'll be facing the camera, although there is a pose, I think, where I'm facing the other direction. But let's begin in mountain. That's the best place to start. So all four corners of your feet on the floor, lift the toes, suction cup them down to the floor. Tighten the calves and then lift the kneecaps. Tighten the thighs, tighten the butt. Inhale the belly. Tilt that butt a little bit down. Take those shoulder blades by using your elbows. Take the shoulder blades back and down. Open the eye of the elbow forward. Hands are facing forward. The chin is parallel to the floor and ever so slightly tucked. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bending forward over that chair, just bring the left foot back slightly and lift the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend that right leg and bring the knee towards the nose. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee towards the nose. Inhale. And exhale, bend the knee towards the nose. Inhale. Now we're going to take a modified half moon. So we start by pointing the toes towards the camera or the screen. The right hand can reach for the back of the chair. The left hand grips onto that chair somewhere, or you can leave it flat, whatever works for you. Practice putting just your fingertips on the top of the chair or even opening that arm up, whatever works. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to come out of that, bringing that foot down, and then facing the opposite of the chair now. I'm pointing my front foot away from the chair, and the heel of the front foot is matching into the arch of the back foot as I take Warrior Two. So I'm bringing my arms up to shoulder height, sucking in that belly and tilting that tailbone. Looking over my front hand, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the back hand to the front bent thigh or just across the belly, wherever you get it to. And then the front hand will come up or even over, depending on how your lower back feels with this. You might want to stay straight up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring those hands down, and my toes are now pointing out, my heels are pointing back. I'm clasping my hands behind my back, bending those knees, like so, and then lifting those arms up and holding that chest opener. You can look to where the wall meets the ceiling, so kind of like a 45 degree, and inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The hands come down, and I turn the front foot to face the chair. The back foot is at a 45 degree. My hips become parallel with the chair, and I reach forward and up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Putting the strength of that front leg to the test. You stand up on it, lifting that back foot and reaching for the chair. And then turning, bringing that right foot behind the left foot, and then I'm looking over my left shoulder towards my right toe. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bring that foot and place it down beside the other one as we come back into mountain. Feet are on the ground. Tighten the calves, lift the kneecaps, tighten the thighs, tighten the butt. Suck in that belly, tilt that tailbone a little bit. Bring those shoulder blades back and down. Open the elbows forward. Bring the chin parallel and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and bring your arms down to the chair. As we walk the feet a little bit back, not too much, lifting that left leg up for inhale. Exhale, bend that left leg and bring the knee towards the nose. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, do your abdominal crunch here. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale for the last crunch. Inhale, bring it back. And here's where we take that modified half moon. So my left hand comes to the top of the chair. My right hand is staying on the chair seat. I'm going to try and use my fingertips on the top of that chair and maybe play with taking my hand off. Or I might bring my arm all the way up. My toes of my elevated leg are pointing directly to the screen. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hand down. Your back foot comes way back, and that toe now faces directly away from the chair, and the back foot is parallel with the chair. The heel of the front foot is lined up with the arch of the back foot. My arms come up for warrior two, and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. My back hand comes to the thigh of my front foot. My right hand comes up and maybe over a little. Kind of depends where your lower back is at today. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then pointing the toes forward, and the heels are kind of in. You bend those knees to hold this tuffy. And on the inhale, you lift the right foot and exhale it down. On the inhale, you lift the left foot and you exhale it down. On the last inhale, you try and lift both feet, play with it, and you exhale both feet down. Then we bring our front foot to face that chair. The back foot is in a 45-degree angle. I'm going to take my hips and physically make them parallel to the front of the chair. And then bend that front knee. Bring those arms shoulder height or all the way up, depending where it feels good. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and I'm going to use all my strength to lift my back leg up and then place my hands on the chair. Bring that back leg, the foot over and behind the front, and then turn to look at that, to look at your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's bring that foot to join the other. And we did it. That was a pretty short but sweet flow in that pretty much I think we moved and stretched everything and added some strength to it as well. So, oh, you know what? Before we sit down, let's do balance. I was getting you all seated, and I think we should do a balance. Let's do tree. So, face something and stare at it. Have your legs, the left foot glued to the floor, but the knee is not locked. There's like this micro bend in the knee because you need that for like shock absorber and to help with your balance. Grabbing onto your chair, whichever hand, it doesn't matter. You can place your foot to hug your ankle, to hug your calf, or to come in and hug your thigh. But try not to put it on the knee. So if you're at this place, you can do this, but you're trying to get up here and you just can't, then you just try and try. But we never put a pressure on that knee. The knee has a whole bunch of ligaments running in there, and you're pressing on those ligaments when you do that, which is, obviously not a great idea. So if you can lean forward and pull your leg up and get it somewhere in front of the femur bone, not directly on it, but slightly in front of the femur bone, and then press in as much as you press in the opposite direction, and you can play with that. Can you actually release your hand from the chair? If you can, go ahead and take prayer hands and inhale. Whoa, don't look at me because I'm going to fall over. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And just go to the other side. Whatever you did on the other side, you'll be doing on this side. So if you stopped with your toe on the floor and put your arch against your ankle, then that's where you should do this side. If you manage to try the calf and to play with your balance using the calf, then that's what you do on this side. If you actually leant forward and grabbed that foot and got it up into the inner thigh, then that's what you try here. And everything's a journey, so you're just trying. If you don't succeed, that's good. That means you've still got work to do, right? You're not completely done with yoga. You've got more stuff to do then. Inhale. Exhale. I will never be done with yoga. Balance is my hardest thing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I found that side it was very windy in here for me. Okay, let's have a seat now. And we'll just quickly do some little bit more stuff like some finger flicks because it's really important to keep those fingers healthy. So you start out slow and you go 1, flick, flick, flick. Go a little faster. 1, flick, flick. Go a little faster. 1, flick, flick. 1, flick, flick. 1, flick, flick. Good enough. Maybe some circles too while we're at it. Both directions, just 1 or 2 is great. Bringing your hands up to your shoulders. My elbows are straight out at shoulder height. I'm going to rotate my elbows 3 times to the back. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'll rotate twice to the front. 1, 2, I'm going to go to the back. 1, 2, and 3. And then let's just do a quad stretch too while we're here. So I'm turning so that one butt is off the chair and the other butt is on the chair. And you can have your back hand holding on to the chair too, so that you don't slide right off. My front knee is bent, the knee is directly over the ankle, and my back knee is pointing directly to the floor. Now the way to get the quad stretch in here is to press into the top of that foot. And you might have to press really hard if your quads are stretched out pretty good. Some of you will barely have to press at all. But wherever you are, we're just going to hang on to that for a little bit. Keeping that pressure on, not releasing. Letting that quad feel that stretch. And then we can release that and just go to the other side. So now you just hang this butt off the chair. You're hanging onto the chair, the back or wherever. And then your back foot, you're pressing into the top of your back foot. The knee is pointing directly to the floor. And as you press in, you press until you feel that quad stretch, and then you hold. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. You're stretching that front quad, but you're also building strength because you're not releasing that pressure that you're placing on the top of that foot. So there's a whole bunch of strength being built in here, including if you put your hand on that butt cheek, you'll find that it's tense. So you're doing some muscle building there too. And release. Good. We'll take a simple twist yet, bringing your hands into that prayer position. The elbows are parallel, and then just turning to the right, trying to keep those elbows parallel, trying to keep the shoulder blades down, which isn't easy, and we'll just hang out here for a little bit. Go ahead and look back as well now. So you've got some stretching in your neck too. Just hanging on to that because it just plain feels good. And then face forward, and now just take it to the other side. This is our last piece. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, press the bell icon so that you know when a new video comes in, usually about once a week. I admit during camping season I don't always make it once a week, partly because internet isn't great in northern Saskatchewan. And then release. Good. Lean your lower back into the back of the chair. Take those shoulder blades back and down again. Close your eyes. Now just find what part of your body talks to you the most with aches and pains. What is it? For some people it's a knee. For some it's a lower back. Maybe an arthritic shoulder. Sadly, not too many people make it into their senior years or carry extra weight without the added aches and pains. They just kind of go together. Now offer some forgiveness for that part. You know, when it acts up and it really causes pain and you just want to say a bad word. Let's just, instead of that, forgive that part of your body. And then take a breath in. Envision that healing breath going over that part of your body. One more time, inhale. And on the exhale, envision it blowing over that part of your body. And then you can slowly open your eyes. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next week. May your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.